Hey guys, Armor for Sleep and Reverie here. Now, welcome to today's episode of Armor for Sleep and Reverie's Power Ranger Morpher tutorial show. I am your host, Armor for Sleep and Reverie, or Christopher, whatever you prefer to call me. So yeah, thank you for the love on the past two videos I posted. The MMPR video was super fun to do, brought back a lot of memories. So yeah, I had a good time doing that. So today's episode, we are going to do the Power Rangers Zeo Morph. So for Power Rangers Zeo, which is the next season of Power Rangers, so really, really awesome. We're excited about that. And yeah, so we'll talk about Zeo a little bit. And I have the Zeonizer, the Legacy Zeonizer. I also have the original 1993 version, but I like this one because it's a lot more prop ready. I mean, that's like really cool. Look at that. Like the Zeo Rangers logos like are right there. So yeah, really cool stuff here. The Legacy Zeonizer. Unfortunately, it doesn't have batteries because it's those circular batteries, and those just, you don't walk into the store and just buy those. I mean, you can, but like you have to be on a mission to get one of those or to get that set of batteries. It's not like AA or AAA like I buy for my Xbox controller and stuff like that. So yeah, no, super pumped to do this Zeo review. And yeah, so before I get started, we do have a few updates. We're still continuing We the Nerds podcast. So thank you all for the previous video, for watching, or for using the link below for the last video to listen to episode Green with Evil 1 and 2 with myself, James Sanders, Joey Armstrong, and Angel Cancel. What's up, guys? So that was awesome. And we recently, last week, released episodes 3 and 4, Green with Evil 3 and 4. So in one episode, we review episodes 3 and 4, and then later on this week, look for episode 5. But if you go down to the link below this video, you can listen to We the Nerds cast and us talk about Green with Evil parts 3 and 4. Really cool stuff on the JDF front and just Power Rangers in general. And you find out a lot of things when you kind of dissect the meaning behind them, from watching them as kids and stuff. So I've had a great time shooting those episodes with the guys, and it's been awesome. And speaking of that, there's lots of cool things going on in Power Rangers. We have a lot of updates on the podcast, which stay tuned, and we'll let you know the future of the podcast, but we'll just say that it's a very more phenomenal future for our podcast. So all you Power Rangers fans will have something to really lean on and listen and interact with us on. So yeah, and then also, just kind of everyone rebonding. I mean, we're all like good friends and, stayed friends all these years, but you can tell there's this new excitement, this new buzz, if you will, in our group chats, in our plans. We're going to Ranger Stop in Atlanta, the group I just mentioned in the beginning of the video. And I'm doing a Ziggy from Power Rangers RPM civilian cosplay. So I got the leather jacket ordered, and yeah, I'm gonna be Ziggy from RPM. So I'm so excited for that. Joey Armstrong's going to be Dylan, so he got his Dylan jacket ordered. I got my Ziggy jacket ordered, so we're so pumped to do that. So you'll be seeing me RPM getting gear at the con. But yeah, no, so the point is we've been really, this new excitement, this new buzz, this reignition of like our love for Power Rangers, and it's really helped us, kind of bond over something that we've all met on and care about. So yeah, that's been awesome. So a lot of us are doing your YouTube channels again. And yeah, so just shout out to everyone in our friend circle who's posting again. So I know almost all of us have said we're going to post again. So I'm very excited and everyone's back. So good stuff, all good stuff. And the group chat is popping on all the things we find, all the things people find. And yeah, and what do you, like Shane's always like, what do you need? What do you need? What do you need? And Joey's always like, oh, I found this. What do you think? Angel's like, oh, I got this. What do y'all think? So there's a synergy of like us watching out for each other as collectors and picking up things that we want. So much love to my friends. Much love to Power Rangers. So with that being said, we'll go into Power Rangers Zeo. When Power Rangers Zeo came out, I was still a kid and was riding the wave of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It died down a bit in terms of hype, but with that being said, you know, it was still cool. I remember as a kid, going in like in the housing project I lived in, going in like the backyard area of the duplexes that were there, and looking for these like cement rocks that I was pretending were the Zeo crystals. Because if you remember on the show, the Power Rangers had to go look for the Zeo crystals to activate the Zeo power and become the Zeo Power Rangers. And of course, being a fan of the Red Ranger, I was a fan of Zeo Ranger 5 Red. So that's my favorite Zeo Ranger. And yeah, it's a cool season, you know. I'm not over the moon about it, but I think it's awesome, and it was still part of my childhood, so I have fond memories about that. It's when Turbo came around that I kind of died off, but we'll get into Turbo next episode. So yeah, so here we go. Here's the Legacy Morpher, so I'll kind of explain how to do the morph, and here's my attempt at adding editing to my videos. So there you have it. I did the little wrist motion, and now I have the Zeonizer on my wrist. So it's really cool. So the way they morphed in the show, they did it really cool. So they would shake the wrist, it would appear. They would shake the wrist, it would appear. And then they would go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then they would say, Zeo Ranger 5, red. Cross like that, and then down like that, and you would turn into the Zeo Ranger. So I really wish the lights worked on this. Sorry about that, but yeah, that's how they would do it. So once again, we're gonna go really slow. So it's, and usually they do it down here. So yeah, maybe I'll just stand up to do this really quickly. Excuse the noise. So it's like, and it's and then you press it. Zeo Ranger 5, red. And then you morph. So that's what we're going to do. So if we want to go super slow, flick of the wrist, it appears. Flick of the wrist, it appears, right? And then you have them here. 1, 2, 3, and then Zeo Ranger 5, red. And that's how it would work. So we can go through them all, but yeah, it was wrist, 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 boom, boom. Okay, so it's Zeo Ranger 5, red, and then cross like that, and then your arms down, and then you turn into the Zeo Power Ranger. So we can go through all the Rangers, and I'll do it in one, but and then here's the important part, bringing this down. So the Zeo crystal connects here. So bringing this down, then like that, kind of like you're doing like a motion. And make sure the Zeo crystal touches. And then from there, the Zeo crystal lights through here. So it was like, it's Zeo Ranger 1, pink. Zeo Ranger 2, yellow. Zeo Ranger 3, green. Zeo Ranger 4, blue. And then Zeo Ranger 5, red. So yeah, it's Power Rangers Zeo. It's a cool season. It's really awesome. I wish I could kind of add some cool graphics here, maybe one day. But yeah, remember, without the flick of the wrist, just remember, you have to have one arm up. Like, you have the Zeo Crystal arm straight up, and then you're going to cross your other arm with the non-Zeo Crystal part. And you make sure they press, and then there you go. You have the Zeo Crystal right there. See? And that's how the power turns you into a Zeo Power Ranger. So one more time. Okay, and then it's Zeo Ranger 5, red. And then you would turn into a Zeo Power Ranger. So yeah, that's the Zeo Morpher. It's really cool. If you want to see how the Morpher works, look at my old review on the Zeonizer. I'm still hoping to review the Legacy Zeonizer. We'll get to that because it's just so many cool things about it. Like, look at you can change which Ranger it calls on the morph based on when you change it. But I like to always keep it on red because red is my fave. So yeah, we're going to make sure it's on the star. That's triangle. Yep, that's triangle. So yeah, it's like really awesome. So yeah, this is the Zeonizer, Legacy Zeonizer. I hope you enjoyed. It's a pretty simple morph, really, when you think about it. So without the prop, you know, you're just swishing, and they go on your arm, and then like you're making a Y, and then straight cross, Zeo Ranger 5, red is the call, then together, and then like that. So that's how you do the morph. I'm gonna also explain 6 Ranger morphs, but for this season, you know, it's not that complicated. They did make a Gold Ranger Zeonizer, although Jason never used one in the show. I know in the Japanese Sentai version, the Gold Ranger did have a Morpher, and it was really cool. It was like this, but it was the Gold Ranger helmet like logo right here on the Zeonizer. But in this, you know, show, he had the gold staff, which is a really cool prop piece, by the way. The Legacy Zeo Gold Zeo staff is really cool. I've seen it in person. Shane has one. So yeah, it's really cool. But basically, Jason would be like Gold Ranger power, and then he would turn into the Gold Ranger. You know, so cool season. Has Tommy as the leader. Jason's the 6th Ranger, so they role reverse from the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So yeah, don't forget to you know, comment, subscribe, rate. I love talking to all of y'all again. Thank y'all for hanging in there with me. Thank y'all for being super cool and being the best supporters that I could ask for. And just cool people, you know. I love seeing all the comments about everyone living their life and, like, still trying to, like, get through day to day, but, like, having the love for Power Rangers. So it means more to me than you'll ever know. We all got things going on, but, you know, that's life, and that's everything you have to deal with. But we can all find solace in something we care about, and even if it's Power Rangers, it's something small. So thank y'all so much for all the support. Next episode, we're going to shift into Turbo. So we'll be doing the Turbo Morph, which is a little tricky. If you saw the last time I did this with the steering wheel and getting the key. But yeah, so I look forward to talking about a little bit about Power Rangers Turbo. But yeah, so remember, if you want to listen to We the Nerds Cast, which is our podcast, click on the link below to listen to Green with Evil Parts 3 and 4. And then next week, we'll have Green with Evil Part 5 review out. So thank you for the support. Look for the updates on the podcast. It's going to be more phenomenal. We're excited. And thank y'all for everything. And thank y'all for being super supportive. Once again, this is Armed for Sleep and Reverie signing out with the Morpher tutorial review. And that was Power Rangers Zeo. So catch you on the flip side, and may the power protect you.